What techniques or tactics can founders use to grow their skills with their companies?
Well, let me pick the case where you've decided there's some skill area that you really want to grow in. I'm going to pick the case where that probably means you're pretty shitty at it today. This is not window dressing. There's something that's important where you're not that good today, and you've determined you've got to be good for the success of your company. So in that case, I'd think of 4 steps. The first is you got to get aware and realize where your gaps are. And psychology, our human mind, we're built to not see our gaps. We are built to think that we're just great people. If you think you're aware of all your weaknesses and gaps in the way other people are seeing them, you're wrong. You're just missing the reality because that's the way our minds work. Right? So find a way through a 360 or some other process to confront the brutal reality of where you need to change. And then secondly, pick one area, maybe 2, and commit. Commit, say, damn it, I'm going to become great at this, and I'm not today. And then tell people. If you keep it a secret, you're not going to change. You got to go public with it. Tell your board, tell your management team, I know I'm not as good at this as I need to be. Here are examples. I'm going to get a lot better, and I need your help. So second, you got to commit. And third, you got to find what great is. Because you don't want to just learn from average. You want to learn from great. So ask your board, who have you seen who's really great at X? X being the area you want to get good at. And go find those people. Don't learn from the mediocre. Learn from the very best. And then fourth, go see those people. And the sense of the word see I use is, in this case, is go see them lead, shadow them, and watch that person do the very things that they're awesome at, that you'd like to learn. And don't just talk to them about it. We've had our leaders do some shadowing of CEOs. And I set up most of those for the team, and then at the end realized, well, I didn't set up one for myself. So I tagged along with our CFO, and we went up and met with this CEO who we'd set up to shadow him for the day, but he hadn't gotten the message. He thought he was supposed to tell us what he did. So we dutifully took notes for about 50 minutes where he told us how he led. And then people were accumulating at his door trying to get in, and we said, we're actually here to watch. He said, oh, okay. So then watched him for the rest of the day. Half the stuff he told us he did as a leader we never saw. More importantly, half the stuff we saw him do, he never mentioned. So go watch. And then the second part of see is have that person see you. I mean, how can someone advise you on how you can play the game better if they don't watch you play the game? I mean, if they just listen to the news reports the day after. So any great coach is going to watch the athlete play. And so invite that person to come shadow you for a day or half a day, just so they can see the reality. So that's you got to realize where your gaps are. You got to commit to 1 or 2 publicly. You got to find out what great is, how high is up, and then you got to see with your eyes how that person behaves, and then have that person see you. Now, all of this is in service to creating a feedback loop so that you can get constant feedback on the area you need to change to be constantly course correcting.